Welcome. Today we're going to be talking everything Doomsday event related. If you did not know, this is going to be the huge live event to wrap up Chapter 2, Season 2. It is going to be massive with huge implications to the world of Fortnite. It will change it forever. With all of the Doomsday cabling in place, Fortnite starting to tease the next season, and secrets uncovered here in the video, we are going to be covering everything. If you're watching this right now and you're hyped to find out more about this massive end of season event, smash a thumbs up button within the next 5 seconds. Subscribe here to the channel. You do not want to miss this. Trust me, it's massive. The next Fortnite season is due to begin on June the 4th, and we always get a live event the Saturday before the season kicks off. We are all building up towards May the 30th, where the live event will be live streamed right here on this YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be covering what is the Doomsday device and what is its purpose, the battle between the Ghost and Shadow teams, and ultimately, why and how is the huge flooding of the Fortnite map going to happen. To understand the full story and to know what is happening right now, you need to watch everything. Please stick around to the end. There's a load of information and I'm so excited to share it with you. First up, the big flood, something we've talked about here on the channel a lot, and Fortnite have been teasing this a lot themselves recently as well. Ever since the start of Chapter 2, with the letters Noah written out within the world itself, all signs have been pointing towards a flood event happening at some point. Recent updates have seen the inclusion of no sweat insurance signs around the map, helping us work out how the future map could look. We've already seen the concept put together by Merle, which could potentially see a lot of the map underwater. But that's not all. Fortnite themselves have been teasing the next season, as they always do, through skins added into the store recently. We have seen the return of a super OG skin, which if we take a closer look at, actually has a shark on his bandana and on his hat, and even more obviously, actual sharks returning through glider and pickaxe form, with Fortnite literally pointing out to us what's going to be happening next. With this week's recent update, in-game files found by Fort Tory lets us know that giant water effects are now in the game, building up for this flood and for a giant water event to actually happen. So we know that this is going to be happening, but the question is, how is it going to be happening? With this big Doomsday device being set up, how on earth does that link into the flooding of the Fortnite map? To fully understand this, we need to take a step back and understand the Fortnite story and how the Doomsday device is linking into all of this. So, Ghost versus Shadow. It's a huge part of this Fortnite season, but what if I told you this was actually just covering up the bigger plans for the end of the season? We all know that Midas is the tier 100 skin, but what if I told you that Midas has actually been undergoing his own secret plans, completely separate to Ghost and Shadow throughout this season, and he is ultimately behind what's going to be happening with this live event? Throughout this season, we know that all of the agents have been taking a side, either Team Ghost or Team Shadow. Midas currently has stayed neutral, and it is believed through the opening trailer, when you get access to Midas's room, that whoever finds out that Midas is undergoing his own secret plan is ultimately turned to gold, placed on his trophy cabinet, so no one can find out what is going on. Right here in Midas's room are so many secrets as to what is happening next. It is crazy. As I'm sure we've all seen, there is obviously the Doomsday device in the background of his office. It's been sat there for a while and things are about to heat up, but that is only the beginning. There is so much more hidden here. One secret that I haven't seen anyone point out is actually from Midas's trailer, but before it was officially released. Someone managed to find a low resolution version that was in the in-game files before the full version was available to everyone. Within this trailer, I noticed a difference. When walking towards his wall filled with golden character helmet, you can actually see Oro's staff rested against a cabinet in his room. Both the contents of the cabinet and Oro's staff are super important. The weird thing is, the staff was removed in the final version of the video, so nobody will have noticed it. Question is, how did Midas manage to get hold of Oro's staff? Well, for this, we need to go to the cell within the shark prison that ultimately had been broken out of. With a load of dates on the wall, we need to focus on the ones that have been scribbled out. These dates, people have worked out, line up exactly with the same dates of the Oro skin being within the Fortnite item store. It is believed that Oro was the one within the prison here, and potentially Midas may have broken him out or even broken in simply to take Oro's staff to use it for himself for this huge event. With Midas having obtained Oro's staff, we need to work out what Midas's big plan is for this event. So, going back to Midas's room, as I said, the contents of his cabinet is is very, very important. A lot of people have noticed, maybe you haven't, but the suit within the cabinet bears a very, very similar resemblance to the Tempest skin. The Tempest skin is a known controller of the Fortnite Storm, and it appears he gained this ability through his suit, because Midas has decided to copy his suit and create his own version, which he's placed within the cabinet. It doesn't look to be exactly the same as Tempest, but has been inspired by his ability to use the power of the storm. Fun fact, just like all of the water and shark themed skins that have been returning to the store recently, the Tempest skin also returned very recently too. More little teasers from Fortnite themselves gearing us up for the live event. Another Easter egg within this room which ties both Oro's staff and the Doomsday device and the storm together is actually on the book stand within his room. Originally founded by Lucas Yoshi and Top 5 Gaming, this actual book page shows a clear drawing of a Doomsday device, the storm, and Oro's staff all together. This has been Midas's plan the entire time and the key parts that he needs to actually execute his final mission. Using all of these, Midas ultimately wants to control the storm himself. He will wear the suit and ultimately harness its power, allowing the storm to actually power the Doomsday device. Partnering this with Oro's staff, all of this together will give him that ability, allowing him to get enough energy to power the Doomsday device. With the most recent Fortnite update, I told you guys to pay attention and to stay tuned for a video, this one right here, where we talk about the clouds that have started to circulate the agency. This is no doubt just the beginning, and the clouds will start to get bigger, thicker, and even more of them as we lead up to the live event itself. Leaked files from Fort Tory also point out that the Doomsday device will slowly start powering up with its own energy, its own static, its own effects. Everything is starting to be put into place. Let's not forget about the hatches outside the agency. We know that they've been glowing purple recently. What color is the storm? It's purple. And I believe that Midas will start to draw in the power of the storm, creating his own storm above the agency. The storm power will be taken in through the hatches and through the tubing, which we've recently seen added into the game, starting in the main menu, leading into the battle pass, ultimately going all the way to the Doomsday device, feeding and powering up the device. It is being confirmed thanks to another leak that the countdown for the live event will start above the agency. The Doomsday device, Midas's room, has all been under the agency in a secret underground building, and everything is going to be going down right there at the agency for this huge event. So, linking in everything together, Midas's plan, the Doomsday device, and the flood. What is going to happen? At this point, this is obviously my theory. I genuinely think it is real. I believe Midas will take the suit. He will take Oro's staff. He will harness the power of the storm. He will power the Doomsday device. But as a result of him harnessing so much of the storm, what happens when there's a giant storm? There's a lot of rain. What happens when there's a lot of rain? There's going to be a giant flood. I think whatever Midas is trying to execute with the Doomsday device will not work in the way that he intended, and instead the giant storm will simply cause a huge flood, seeing a complete change to the map itself and leaving it covered in water. Literally, as I'm putting this video together, more leaks have just surfaced for this live event. First up, just discovered by XImton on Twitter, he's found 2 locations that will also show a countdown for this event. The main one literally being on the lobby screen, you won't be able to miss it, and the next within Midas's room himself, obviously counting down for all of this to happen. Please note that the days and times on this picture will not be accurate, it's just showing where the locations will be. And on top of that, Doomsday event files have been decrypted literally right now. Firemonkey on Twitter has shared these, and we can take a look. This event sits under the codename Fritter. We can see within there that there's going to be the live event with an energy core, probably within the Doomsday device itself. There's going to be shockwaves from the sky, probably the actual storm that's being controlled by Midas to power the device, and also several mentions of arms and prongs, no doubt some sort of connections leading to the Doomsday device for all of it to link together. And a big thing that's been found is this sphere. It's like a half sphere and could be potentially how the storm will look, or how the covering of the agency will look. Essentially a big storm sphere over the top of it as the Doomsday device is being powered powered up. So the agency would literally be covered in storm energy. And all of these leaks further back up everything we've been talking about. Wow, I told you guys this was going to be crazy. All of this pieced together from leaks, things that Fortnite have told us, and things that are literally happening in-game right now. This is just what I believe is going to happen. If you've got other ideas, please do share it down below. As I said, on May the 30th, we believe the Saturday before the new season will be when this live event will all take place, or thereabouts. If you guys want to see that live, make sure you're subscribed here to the channel. If you want to see more Fortnite videos, click on screen right now. Go and check them out. New updates, lots of cool challenges. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's going to be a crazy end to the season, and I'll see you on another video right now. Goodbye.